Manase Katha.
This is a very descriptive, explanation what is domestic violence is, and I'm really happy to, hear those very invaluable and informative stuff. Sometimes the survivor, when they are in a relationship of domestic violence, they might not really understand they are in a situation as such. So where is the distinguish fine line between this is domestic violence, this is not? You were talking about what is not domestic violence in the beginning, but I would like the viewers to know it better,
Yeah.
because when they are in a marital relationship, even the marital rape would not be recognized as domestic violence. So how do they distinguish the
Yes.
fact?
So let me ask you this question for anybody out there. Are you living constantly in fear of your partner? Do you have a say with day-to-day matters? Are you able to go out? Are you able to, if you want to support your family, or if you want to go to an event, wear what you are as an adult, are you able to do any of that? Are you able to pursue the career you want to? Are you,
Absolutely.
if you are, I mean, if you're getting, if the person slapped you even once, it never changes. It never stops at that. It's a cycle that goes bigger. And if they slap once, it will always, might even take years, but it will happen again. I can guarantee it is. It almost always does happen, right? And so it's, if that, that negotiating power, like for example, is your partner finding fault in you, always saying like you're cooking or something you're doing, cleaning, whatever you're doing, is the person always finding fault, and then they never think they are wrong, that they need to change, but constantly trying to change you, but no
Yeah.
matter what you do, it's not good enough. If you change this completely the way, then they might go to another thing, or no matter how much you try, then it's still not good enough. And you are constantly striving, living in fear constantly, and you feel in an argument, we all feel upset, but you feel really like you, if you're going into where you feel trapped, right? There is no way out. You're getting depressed being in the relationship. You don't want to go out and see other friends because of the relationship, because of the constant the context you're in, and there is constant shouting, constant putting down. And even if you fight back, and you fight back, you feel lot of that you have no power, right? Those
Absolutely.
characteristics, like you don't want to, you may not admit that you're in an abusive relationship, but you live in fear. You are isolated, you are not allowed to talk to. Even when you don't accept it, if you're in a domestic violence situation, you're still in that situation. And you, even without putting a name to it, you still are going through the same trauma. Whether you accept
Absolutely.
it or not, you're still going through the same trauma of situations. And then
Exactly.
you might end up getting sick also, headaches, depression, back pains, asthma, those kinds of heart conditions. When you're in that kind of trauma, you're constantly stressed, right?
Yeah.
Your cortisol levels go high. When you're in traumatic situation constantly, it's within marriage, your home life is a war zone, right? You're
Mm.
walking on eggshells. You don't know when something will explode, or something will, you are not the one starting the fight, right? You have no say in that matter, and you're
Mm.
constantly watching out for that. And those
Mm.
are signs that you are in a domestic violence situation.